Right, I'm going to spend the next 4 or 5 minutes talking about something that's close to my heart, which is the antimatter principle. Who here has heard of or read anything about the antimatter principle? That'll be 1, 2, 3 people. Great. So it'll be new to you, which is really kind of good. Who's, if you're all, or many of you are Agile coaches, or Scrum Masters even, who's heard of the golden rule? Yeah, the golden rule says, do unto others as you would be done unto. It kind of goes, that sounds kind of biblical, doesn't it? I think it is biblical, really. Who knows what the progression from the golden rule is? Because actually, the golden rule doesn't work too well because other people want to be treated in a way they'd like to be treated, not in the way that you'd like to be treated. So what goes beyond the golden rule? Yeah, in long form, do unto others how they'd like to be done unto, which is generally in coaching circles known as the platinum rule. That's because platinum is worth more than gold. So when I was coming up with the antimatter rule, from which the antimatter principle is derived, I was thinking, well, what's more valuable than platinum? What goes beyond that, do unto others as they'd like to be done unto? And this kind of came out of some of my coaching experiences way back when I was still a coach. So I thought, well, actually I'd looked it up on Google, and Google said the most expensive element known to man is antimatter. Because you can actually make antimatter, but you can make it in very, very small amounts in a huge accelerator like CERN. And it's something like $16 million a gram or something. So it's quite expensive, a little bit more expensive than platinum anyway. And for me, the antimatter principle takes that idea of doing unto others as they'd like to be done unto, and kind of makes it a little bit more general. And also nod to my friend Jim Benson, who invented personal Kanban. He's got 2 simple rules about personal Kanban, and about all you need to do is follow these 2 simple rules of personal Kanban, and you can organize your life. It's a bit like getting things done, but rather more compressed. So I thought in the antimatter principle, what would be the one rule that you needed in a work situation that would just transcend everything? The one thing you'd need to remember, and you could forget about all the other things, because we all see big lists of things that you can do to make yourself more productive or more successful or more profitable or whatever it is. So the antimatter principle is that one rule, and the one rule that it speaks to is 4 words. It's attend to folks' needs. Everybody has needs, and we've had the word need come up time and time again in this conference. Everybody has needs, but they have their own needs. And if we really want to build successful relationships, and I'll talk more about that in the keynote, then if we attend to other people's needs and our own needs, then we're on the road to building a successful set of relationships, which in turn translates to all the other kinds of success that maybe you're looking for in life and work. So it's all explained in excruciating length there's probably about 50 posts on the antimatter principle now on my blog. I invite you to go and read about that. I write about it quite a lot on Twitter as well. You can find a link to my blog on Twitter, but you can also Google for it. I'm sure it'll come up straight away. I'm Flowchain Sensei on Twitter, and my blog is called Think Different, just in case you wonder if you found the right one. And I invite you to think different, which is what my keynote's going to be about, but also think about how the antimatter principle, attending to folks' needs, the implications for that, for how you go about your daily work. Work that into requirements analysis, work that into project management, work that into Scrum mastering, work that into developing software for people to use. It's kind of deep in the same way as the 2 rules in personal Kanban are kind of deep. I'm done. Thank you very much.